In 2014, the sports writer James Dodson played a round of golf with Eric and Donald Trump. Okay. And there was an interview that has resurfaced because of an NPR segment that aired Saturday. When Dodson was alone in the golf cart with Eric Trump, he asked him, hey, where are you guys, the Trump organization, where are you guys getting the funding to build golf courses? Because he knew that a lot of American banks were reluctant to finance golf course projects after the recession. Eric Trump responded, quote, well, we don't rely on American banks. We have all the funding we need out of Russia. They're really invested in our programs. We just go there all the time. Recall that last summer, Donald Trump told a reporter in Florida, quote, no, I have nothing to do with Russia. How many times do I have to say that? Are you a smart man? I have nothing to do with Russia. I have nothing to do with Russia. Repeated for emphasis. Donald Trump has also tweeted, quote, Russia has never tried to use leverage over me. I have nothing to do with Russia. No deals, no loans, no nothing. Donald Trump said at his press conference on January 17th, 2017, quote, I have no dealings with Russia. I have no deals that could happen in Russia because we've stayed away, and I have no loans with Russia. In 2013, Trump said on David Letterman's show that he has a lot of business with the Russians, calling them both smart and tough. In 2015, Trump said he has major business in Russia. So which is it, Pat? Which is it? We know that Donald Trump has had plenty of ties to Russia through members of his administration, transition team, etc. We know that Trump has made many attempts to build a Trump Tower Moscow dating back 30 years. Between 96 and 08, Trump filed at least 8 trademarks in Russia, including Trump, Trump Home, and Trump Tower. In a 2007 deposition, Donald Trump said, quote, it was a Trump International Hotel and Tower. It would be a non-exclusive deal, so it would not have precluded me from doing other deals in Moscow, which was very important to me. In 2008, Donald Trump Jr. said, quote, and in terms of high-end product influx into the U.S., Russians make up a pretty disproportionate cross-section of a lot of our assets, say in Dubai, and certainly with our project in Soho and anywhere in New York, we see a lot of money pouring in from Russia. There's indeed a lot of money coming from new builds and resale, reflecting a trend in the Russian economy, and of course, the weak dollar versus the ruble. Trump made millions in 2013 hosting Miss Universe in Moscow. In 2014, Trump used Russian money to build the Conrad Fort Lauderdale condos and hotel. And obviously, we don't even have time here, Pat, to get into Paul Manafort and Carter Page. So the fact is, Trump has had plenty of business dealings with Russia and plenty of times has denied having business dealings with Russia. But all the times that he and his family have admitted were before the 2016 election when it would make them look bad. And Eric Trump's comments here, loans from American banks, the money's just pouring in from Russia, doesn't really help Trump's case that they never have had business dealings with Russia, does it?
And not only does Donald Trump claim that he does not have any ties to Russia, he also claims that no one within his inner circle has any ties to Russia,
right,
which has been proven to be untrue if you look at Paul Manafort and Carl Page and all the people who are going to have to testify to Congress soon. But it's not only true even when it comes to his own son.
Yes, and the fact that Eric Trump, and this is from a couple of years ago, right, and it has resurfaced now, the fact that his own son is directly contradicting the broader narrative of Russia, of business with Russia. I barely even know where Russia is on a map. Well, I mean, he hasn't said that, although if he did, that part might actually be true. But in any case, Trump knows about Russia. Still, though, there are people who say, David, clearly the Russia, there's just nothing there. And just because there will not ultimately be, we don't know, but there may not ultimately be demonstrated criminality involving Russia. There may not have been criminality. And if there was criminality, it may be difficult to demonstrate beyond a reasonable doubt in a courtroom that there was such criminality, especially when you're talking about the president of the U.S., who is immune from criminal prosecution while they are president of the United States. That doesn't mean that the Russia story is nothing. At every turn, there are connections between Trump and Russia.
Right. Ultimately, there may be enough plausible deniability so where Trump doesn't get removed from office or
Yeah.
face any charges. And also, I mean, the Russia story seems to have slowed down a bit over the past couple of weeks, but with Sally Yates' testimony today, it could amp up.
I'm looking forward to seeing what she says. And we know that she was, I don't want to use the term coerced, but it was made clear to her that lots of people in powerful places don't want her to testify. We are finally going to hear from her, and I look forward to it.
And that's why the House Intelligence Committee decided to cancel that meeting altogether.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we will talk about that tomorrow, but yeah, we're going to be following that closely. Today's program is made possible in part by Blue Apron, which makes home cooking easy and accessible by delivering seasonal recipes with step-by-step instructions and pre-portioned ingredients to your door for under $10 per meal. You can even customize recipes based on your preferences. You can select delivery options that are right for you. There's also no weekly commitment, so you can only get the deliveries when you actually want them. In May, there are some great meals available, including beef teriyaki stir fry with sugar snap peas and lime rice, baked spinach and egg flatbread with sautéed asparagus and lemon aioli, 3 cheese and baby broccoli stromboli with tomato and oregano dipping sauce, and crispy salmon and roasted potato salad with pickled mustard seeds and creme fraiche sauce. I recently made some great calzones with a Blue Apron order that I had. You can check out this particular week's menu. You can also get your first 3 meals for free, of course, with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/Pakman. That is blueapron.com/PAKMAN. You can support The David Pakman Show by supporting our sponsors and do some great home cooking while you're at it. blueapron.com/PAKMAN.